I'm optimistic. We have had a lot of deadlines that people were saying there's no way we're going to hit, and we've still met those, and that's happened this entire Congress. So I'm still optimistic we can hit that deadline. I know there's a lot of work out there, but I'm confident in the good work on the in the other chamber and what we can get done in the House.
Well, when we consider what's going on in the other chamber today, this decision or this advice from the parliamentarian that changes to the provider tax does not fall into what is eligible under reconciliation, is that a good thing or a bad thing in your mind, Congressman?
Well, it's unfortunate. There's a lot of stuff that has been, fallen by the wayside with these decisions with the parliamentarian, and I think there are, opportunities to, bring points of order, see what can be done on the Senate side, and I really hope that the senators come to a good resolution here. But I'll say I'm really disappointed in a lot of the stuff that's fallen off, and that's one of them. There's a lot of things that we worked really hard in getting consensus and to getting really good policy. And the part that is the most frustrating about this is I think that, it wasn't perfect for everybody, but we got a really good product through the House, something that we can get passed in the House. And now that it's being kind of taken apart, or these parts are taken out, because it all works together, intricately. And so it's frustrating for us on the House side to see it going through this process. But I'm hoping that that the other chamber can, get to some consensus to get some of this stuff back in. And a lot of these are key components that we'll need to continue to have the support that we have had on the House.
Of course, you don't have a parliamentarian to deal with on the House side, Congressman, right? So you're speaking slightly different languages here, and I wonder how worried you are about what else we could hear from the parliamentarian if she has a problem, for instance, with the current policy baseline, the method of accounting that you were using in the House. That would be a game changer, would it not?
It would be a game changer, and it really comes down to the same thing I just said. Is we worked really hard. Leadership worked, the rank and file worked. We all worked really hard on getting some good policy together that all works together really well. I mean, we're looking at just how good this bill is in terms of the tax cuts, in terms of securing the border, of supporting our military, everything that's in there, making sure that we are protecting Medicaid for those who are actually entitled to it. There's so much good policy in here. And it is a little frustrating to see things happening over there, but I'm still optimistic that we're going to get some resolution there, that the Senate is going to work hard at getting this through so it still passes muster and we get a good product that we can pass quickly in the House.
At this point, Congressman, as you hear from your colleagues across the conference, are you more concerned that fiscal conservatives in the Freedom Caucus or the SALT Caucus could ultimately be ones that act as the greatest barrier to making sure this thing gets requisite votes?
Well, here's the thing, is they both have strong voices, and of course we all have to listen to both sides of that to get something through. And we got this through in the House by a one-vote majority. So it's a fine line there of making sure that we are finding as best consensus as we can amongst these different parts of it. Everything, like you mentioned, from the Freedom Caucus's concerns, and a lot of those I share, to the concerns we have on the other side, and some of those I share. It's a very fine line that we got this through. Those voices are all meaningful because we can only, we can't lose that many votes and still get this passed. So we need to make sure that we are, finding not the perfect, but the good. And I think what we have right now is a really good bill. And if we can continue listening to both sides of this and understand that not everybody's going to get everything that they want, but this is a very important bill to the American people. It's a very important bill to my district in central and eastern Montana. And I do believe that we are going to find that consensus and get something that is a very strong bill through here.
When you talk to your colleagues from New York, New Jersey, and some of the other SALT states, or at least lawmakers with SALT districts, Congressman, what's the conversation like? You don't believe any of them would actually vote no and allow people's taxes to go up over the specific singular issue of SALT, do you?
Well, that's been a big conversation that I've heard bits and pieces, and a lot of the colleagues that I have on that side, I mean, they've been very strong in their convictions there. Whether they would do that or not, I got to tell you, I don't know. I'm not really comfortable putting them to the test because I don't know, and it's really important to me. It's really important to my constituents that we get these tax cuts and we get these spending cuts in.